Smart 24 TV, and this is SMB. I'm Rita Cavanyoro. I like the fact that Ugandans, or some people in my community, or the people I interact with, we have got, I can say, a good wishing environment. Like everything, we wish each other well. I hope you have that too for your neighbors and everyone, because this comes after some interactions that I have been engaging with my friends, with the people I know, the elderly people, when they hear about the NSSF bill. When they hear about the NSSF bill that has been approved by the president, you know, accessing the midterm of 20%, everyone seems to be happy about it. Even my sister, even my daughter actually is very happy about it. But even when they do not know that whether they will be accessing that, and also knowing that I'm not a beneficiary or they are not none of the beneficiaries, can still appreciate that fact. And they're surely happy about that. And we're going to be speaking about that after the president okaying the 20% midterm access, a key provision to the NSSF amendment bill, that is the National Social Security Fund, which is now set to release 904 billion that comes from the president of the country, that is President Museveni. And you see that the grant members aged 45 and above will be receiving this, but you must have served with NSSF for 10 years, and the persons with disabilities aged 40 years and above will have served also for at least 10 years, will be accessing a 50% of their savings. So you can see the difference there. 50% for persons with disability. And Peter Chimbowa, the chairperson in NSSF, will be speaking to the media in Kampala, said that at the beginning of the week, actually, they will be going to table comprehensive procedures on how to access this money. For more on this story, have a look.
The National Social Security Fund is set to release 904 billion ahead of President Museveni signs NSSF bill okaying 20% midterm access. A key provision in the NSSF Bill 2021 will grant members aged 45 and above and who have served for at least 10 years. Dr. Peter Chimbowa, the chairperson NSSF, while speaking to the media in Kampala, says that they are going to table comprehensive procedures on how to access this money.
For the workers, I want to congratulate you for the gifts that you requested for, which I come to speak to about today.
Employees registered with the National Social Security Fund eligible for the midterm benefits are therefore excited and looking forward to getting their hands on liquid cash immediately. The development was confirmed by the senior presidential press secretary Linda Nausai on her Twitter handle.
The amount of money we are talking about is about 904 billion shillings that is going to be shared among the members who are actually eligible to access this. So really good people, I would like you to spare your time and wait until we are able to communicate all the modalities and the terms and conditions for implementation of this act. We are already happy and satisfied enough that we have taken the most crucial step.
Using his biblical sayings, President Museveni was quoted saying that having cleared the midterm access, if this does not work out, it will be a lesson learned together. However, on the other side, the NSSF Managing Director Richard Byarugaba also said that if the bill is signed and the midterm access is allowed, the fund would lose money since it would offer securities at a discount in FISL. He noted that each worker saves for between 25 and 30 years and earns 150 million, adding that if they access their savings now, the fund would lose up to 30 million in 20 years.
So from now on, starting this week actually, we are going to be communicating properly and everything, the various steps we are going to take. What we have built at the fund is an elaborate information and communication infrastructure to make sure that things are clear and concise and simple to everyone. So that's what we are going to do, starting actually end of this week. So we will be communicating the best way we can, so that it's very clear to all members of all levels of society. So that
the midterm access is discretionary to the worker. It is meant for those who feel that they have a critical problem that cannot wait for the 55 years. That's why we said, okay, we had other terms and conditions within which you can access your money previously. But because of COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of interruption in people's income has occurred. So let's allow those who are below 55 who would want to access their fund a provision in the law that will mandate them to access. However, this particular midterm access is not mandatory. That's why the statutory instrument will spell out how to apply. You will apply for it, and if you do not apply for it, your money will remain up to the time that you want it.
The Committee on Gender, Labour and Social Development on the NSSF Bill in November 2021, Parliament voted to amend Section 24A of the Principal Act to allow workers who are 45 years and above and who have served for at least 10 years to have their midterm access of up to 20% of their savings, while persons with disabilities who have served with the fund for more than 10 years.
Persons with disability, 40 years of age, so for disability, theirs is a little bit okay, it's 40 years of age and above, and has made a contribution to the fund for at least 10 years. And for them again, theirs is a little bit liberal. They have access up to 50% of their savings. So for persons with disability, you're 40 years, saved for 10 years, at least 10 years and above, you can access 50%.
This bill was first passed by the 10th Parliament on 17th February 2021 before it was returned to the House by President Yoweri Museveni and later retabled by the 11th Parliament after the lapse of business of the previous Parliament. Bedson Mumbere, Smart 24 TV.
Very well, and I wish all the best to those looking forward to receiving the NSSF 50%, 20% respectively. We move ahead with the capital Kampala city streets. The Capital City Authority KCCA enforcement officers who are continuing to intensify the operations to get vendors off the streets. Now this follows after the City Residents Commissioner Hussein Hudu, who disclosed that the vendors had been given alternative motem of 10th of this month 2022 to vacate the streets